Mouse Triple News fans, all of us out there right now are pretty much just waiting for the next event that's going to come up to cause us to have to go to war with Iran. I think at this point by now we're all pretty confident that this is exactly what's going to happen. The war in Iran is going to go down for the many reasons, some of them real and many of them completely fabricated. However, the key issue here is that the majority of, according to a new poll, the majority of Americans and the majority of Israelis don't want to go to war with Iran. Thus, the U.S. and Israeli powers are left with the problem of getting the population to go along with an attack on the sovereign state of Iran, which is, well, literally done nothing to provoke anyone. Now, what they need is a false flag operation. Some neat little incident that would cause the population to jump on the bandwagon. They don't have enough support for it, and they don't have a real reason to go into war. So what they are going to do is create a false flag operation, and many of them have done in the past in order to justify attacks on sovereign nations who most likely did absolutely nothing. Now, this here is the USS Enterprise, and no, it is not the ship that has fought the Borg on more than one occasion. This is a nuclear-powered carrier. Now, you're probably wondering, what does this have to do with Iran? Now, in December, the USS Enterprise is going to be decommissioned. It's too old, a new ship is needed, and they're going to have to dismantle and take apart the one that's already there. The problem is, the USS Enterprise has 8 nuclear reactors powering the ship. And you can imagine that decommissioning a nuclear reactor is tremendously expensive. In fact, it's projected to take several $billions in order to decommission all of the nuclear reactors on board. However, before December, when it's set to be decommissioned, the ship has just one more mission left. That's right, you've guessed it. It's going to go near Iran. And well, I think we can see where this is going to go. It is my opinion, given the historical incidences and this seeming coincidence, that this ship, the USS Enterprise, is going to be sent into Iranian waters to get shot down. Now there's 2 scenarios. Either they're going to try to get the Iranians to shoot it down, or they're just going to sink it themselves in order to justify an invasion of Iran. Because now there's been an attack on America. Of course, it just being a ship and not actually America. But, you know, in these cases, it's always portrayed as actually being an attack on the country. Or, the other scenario, they're going to sink their ship themselves. I mean, it's not the first time stuff like this has happened. I mean, you look back the Gulf of Tonkin incident where the ship was sunk in Vietnamese waters, claiming that it was attacked by the Vietnamese. There's also the sinking of the Lusitania, where a passenger ship was intentionally sent into German waters where they knew it was going to get attacked. And as a result, it was sunk, and thus America had to enter the war. So I think this is just going to be another one of those situations. It's going to be another false flag operation, because so many times in the past it's happened. And this, the amount of people that are going to die in this war, this ship that's going to be sunk and cause who knows what kind of ecological damage. I don't know what 8 nuclear reactors sitting at the bottom of the ocean is going to cause. Hopefully not that much. Now all this is going to happen simply because Iran is not a puppet of the United States. Say what you will about Ahmadinejad. You don't like his style, you don't like the way he does business, or you don't like his face, as seems to be a case with a lot of people. Ahmadinejad is nobody's puppet and will not answer to anyone, and has decided to chart a completely different course, one that steers away from U.S. imperialism, which is very unpopular with the U.S. So basically, this war is going to happen because Iran is not going to bow to U.S. pressure. And that little thing of nationalizing the oil industry and taking it away from the rich. and the agreeing to sell oil without the US dollar for gold. You can purchase Iranian oil for gold, a lot of it going to China, India, and, well, a very important partner of Russia as well. So it looks, at least in my opinion, at the next false flag attack, simply because the US doesn't want any more dishonor brought upon its dollar for trading, is going to be the sinking of the USS Enterprise in Iranian waters.